In a major political development that's stirring conversations across the United States and beyond, the former U.S. Vice President has given her strongest indication yet that she may once again seek the presidency. Speaking at a high-profile policy forum in Washington, D.C., her comments have reignited speculation about her potential candidacy in the upcoming election cycle. Political insiders describe her remarks as the clearest sign to date that preparations for a new campaign may already be underway. While she stopped short of an official announcement, her tone, message, and strategic references to unfinished business suggest that the idea of returning to the race is more than just a passing thought. Addressing a packed audience of party loyalists, the former vice president spoke passionately about America's challenges, from economic uncertainty and global tensions to domestic unity and social reform. Observers noted that her speech carried the cadence and conviction of a campaign message, echoing themes of leadership, experience, and the promise of renewal. Throughout her remarks, she emphasized the need for strong, compassionate, and forward-thinking leadership, a phrase many analysts believe was carefully crafted to position herself as the natural alternative to current and prospective candidates. The timing of her statement is notable. With the next election season beginning to take shape, major parties are quietly lining up potential contenders who could define the political narrative in the coming years. In that context, her reemergence on the national stage could mark the beginning of a significant realignment within her party. Supporters immediately took to social media, celebrating her potential return to the race. Hashtags calling for her candidacy began trending within hours, with thousands expressing renewed enthusiasm for what they see as unfinished progress from her previous tenure in office. Political commentators, however, remain divided. Some argue that her previous campaign, though historically significant, struggled to connect with certain key demographics. Others believe the political landscape has shifted dramatically in her favor, giving her a stronger platform than before. Her allies, speaking on background, said that she has spent recent months consulting with donors, advisors, and grassroots organizers, all early indicators of a campaign in motion. They describe a more seasoned, focused, and confident figure, one who has learned valuable lessons from the challenges of past campaigns. Meanwhile, critics have already begun mobilizing their counter-arguments, pointing to policy decisions made during her vice presidency and questioning whether her return could divide her party's base. Still, her reputation for resilience and her history-making role as a trailblazer in American politics have ensured that her potential candidacy will command national attention. International observers are also watching closely. Given America's central role in global politics, any shift in its leadership trajectory inevitably impacts diplomatic relations, trade strategies, and security alliances. Leaders from Europe to Asia are reportedly monitoring developments as speculation about the next U.S. presidential race intensifies. In recent months, the former vice president has maintained a steady public presence, attending international summits, participating in charity events, and delivering keynote speeches at major universities. Each appearance seems to reinforce her image as an active and influential voice in American and global affairs. Insiders suggest that her political team is carefully crafting a message of experience with empathy, a strategy designed to resonate with voters seeking both competence and connection in their next leader. As political analysts dissect every word and gesture, one thing is clear: her remarks have shifted the national conversation. The possibility of her return to the campaign trail has injected a new sense of excitement and tension into the political scene. In a nation still grappling with deep divisions, rising costs, and foreign policy challenges, her potential candidacy could redefine the direction of the 2028 election. For many Americans, the idea of a familiar yet evolved leader represents both stability and hope. In closing her speech, she said, "Our story isn't finished. There's still so much work to do, and I'm not done yet." Those final words drew thunderous applause, and perhaps, the unofficial start of a campaign that could once again reshape U.S. political history. As speculation mounts, the political world now waits for what seems increasingly inevitable, an official declaration that the former vice president is ready to step forward once again. Until that moment arrives, her every move, speech, and appearance will be under the microscope, as America, and the world, prepares for what could be one of the most consequential political comebacks in modern history. World Pulse News will continue to bring you exclusive updates, expert insights, and comprehensive coverage as this story unfolds, where ambition, history, and leadership converge on the path to the White House once again.